demands, so we can come to a conclusion, come to an agreement. So there are a lot of MOUs signed, and still after they call up the strike, the government doesn't meet up to that. This ASU strike, this NARD strike, NLC strike, everyone protesting, going on strike and all that, the government needs to look into it. Because now ASU is affecting the students. And when the National Association of Resident Doctors goes on strike, it's going to affect the patients. So what are they doing about it? What are the government doing about it? And okay, yes, still on the newspaper headlines, we see the protest that went on yesterday. Protesters, they fight security warning and vow Villa March. That was yesterday. A lot of shutdown in the states in Southeast. There were lots of people closed their shops. So many people didn't go out yesterday because of the protest that happened in Abuja. So we saw crowds. We saw crowds yesterday, a lot of people coming out demanding the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. All right, so let's see if there's any more top stories on today's newspaper. All right, PDP convention faces fresh setback over alleged signature forgery. PDP convention faces fresh setback over alleged signature forgery. We are considering proposals for viable national career. Federal government says that they are considering proposals for viable national career. All right, so federal government also says that mathematics is still compulsory for O-level students. Recall that there was a time we read that the federal government said that mathematics is not compulsory for art students, that the science can go ahead and do it. But now, after a lot of people criticizing and all that, they are going back on their words to say that it is compulsory for O-level students. We've seen over the time that the government makes a decision, and when people react to it, they go back on their decision. All right, so this is what we have, the top stories we have this morning on the newspaper headline. Remember, we are live on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on High Voltage News. Like, share the video, leave a comment. We would like you to be part of the conversation. And you can also join us live on the studio by calling in on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. So yes, this is what we have this morning on the newspaper headlines, and moving straight to what we have this morning, to the story, to the topic that we have this morning. Like we all know, every nation has its silent scandals, small acts that may seem harmless. It may just seem like it's nothing, it's very harmless, but deep inside is rotting the system. Is rotting the system in the country. So in Nigeria, one of these scandals wears a smile. You see people in public offices, you see people in organizations, they are just smiling at you. You work in, they are smiling at you, stretching a hand. And what comes after that? Your boys are here. They are demanding something from you. So, like I said earlier, we are looking at the issue of workers begging or demanding money from people in public offices. Over the years, we've seen this being normalized. It's a very normal thing in the country. There's no more. We just look around, we see people going around begging for money. There's no shame in it anymore. It's so normal. You go to the airport, you go to the schools, you go to the local government. People are just out there hailing you because they want something from your pockets. So you look at someone, you see that the person is well to do as a worker in an organization. You just look at, you've already cross-checked the person, that this person is well to do, and the only thing that comes to your mind is to ask the person for money. And we hear things like, boss, I hail you, anything for the boys. It happens in all these public organizations. And this is what we are talking about this morning. This act of begging. And sometimes it comes in a way like it's now a bribe. You are now being bribed to do your work, to do that particular thing you are supposed to do. We have to bribe you in that office before you will listen to us. We have to give you money before you can listen to us. As a secretary in an organization, we have to give you money first. So this thing has eaten deep into the country, but so many people have normalized it. Even we, to an extent, we know we want something, we know we want documents in a particular office. We already put it in our mind that this person is going to ask me for money. Or for me, if I want to fasten the process, I need to have something in my pocket to give them so that they can make the whole thing fast, rush the whole process, and just give me my documents. So it has been happening over the years. It has been going on. It has been. We need to look into it this morning. We need to talk about the solutions. We need to talk about the experiences that we've had with people like this. Because now I'm asking this question this morning. When a public servant asks for something for the boys, is it begging? Is it begging, or is it a bribery with a smile? What exactly is it? Because you look around, it's happening in every sector. It's happening in every sector of the country. In the aviation sector, it is happening there. In the schools, it is happening there. In the force, the police force, it is happening there. In the local governments, it is going on there. We are seeing it. We see it happen every now and then. So recently in Abuja, Senator Osita called on the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, to caution airport officials. He called on him to caution the airport officials. We are talking about the customs. We are talking about the immigration. And we are talking about the uniformed personnel, every other uniformed personnel who constantly beg travelers for money. You go to the airport, you are traveling, and you keep hearing people asking for money. People on duty, people wearing uniform, asking you for money in the various sectors. So according to the senator, these actions are a national embarrassment, especially with the world preparing to visit Nigeria for the 2026 World Public Relations Forum. So imagine a foreigner coming into the country, and the first thing that meets him is someone asking for money. Someone that is supposed to be working in that organization. Someone that is supposed to be directing people to places where they should go, and their needs to be met in that organization. We stand and be asking for money from clients that came into that organization. So think about it, because just think, we are met with smiles from different people and with hands stretched. Most time they talk it so nicely, so nice that you can't differentiate. Is this person begging, or is this person asking for bribe to do the job that he or she was employed to do? We look at the whole thing. It's not because the staff are unpaid. Because most times, yes, they are paid very well. But it feels like the system has normalized it for every Nigerian. It's so normal that it is stuck in our brain that we are supposed to do something for people. We are supposed to give them money when we go to this particular place. We already know that they are going to ask us for money, so we put some in our bags so that once they ask, we can give them something, and they speed up the process. So now with the reforms happening, with scanners replacing the stamps, with machines replacing the manual checks, these eyes that still ask for tips, they remain. They're not going anywhere. The one that will look at you until you now understand what they want from you. Until you understand that, this one is asking me for money without even saying it. With the way they look, with the way they smile, with the way they say it indirectly. Say it, and you end up spending a lot. Spending what you did not plan for. So now, why do we think that every act of service demands a token? Why do we think that every thank you, we can't just say thank you and leave the place without saying, oh yeah, take this one? Why does it keep happening in the country? Why does gratitude in Nigeria come with a price? Because when we are talking about the airport, it's not just airport officials. It's not just the custom. It's not just the immigration. Right in our schools, right in our universities, it happens there. You finish as a graduate, you go back to your school for your clearance. You are meeting different people in different offices just to sign the clearance form. They are collecting money. Some already has a price tag. They know this is, once you come into the office, just give me the money. I sign on your clearance form. Nothing else. So if you didn't plan for it, that means that day you'll be delayed, or you have to come back the next day because you did not give them any money. The secretaries in the offices, before you can see someone that you want to see, you have to give them money. So it's a lot that is going on. In our schools, have you gone to the local government as well? Because we need to look around us. It's happening around us. Have you gone to the local government to collect your NIN, to collect your voter's card? And you look at the staff. Most times you have to, if you do not give them money, they will not even look at your face. They will not. I remember the period when the NIN was made compulsory. It was war. You have to pay a higher fee to be given access to get your NIN, to get your voter's card. So why we have to pay attention to what is happening at the airports? Because there is like someone from, a foreigner is just coming in, observing the behaviors of the people. They are just like the face of the country. So most times what they do there can represent the country. So when we look at the airports, we are also looking at what is happening in our various schools, what is happening at the local governments, what is happening at the secretariats. What about when you are on the street? On the street when you are driving, when the police has to stop you, and because you didn't give anything to them, they have to stress the life out of you. Because there's no money involved. That is the day they will check all your papers to ensure that everything is correct. They will look for something to hold you. But once the money is involved, there's no thorough check at all. They can allow you to go without checking anything. So this issue of begging, or can we call it bribery, whatever it is, That they smile, they cajole you, they just laugh with you and extend their hand. Just do something for us. Anything. We are loyal. Anything for us. Just do it. And you end up putting your hand inside your pocket to just, let me just get away from these people. So it's a lot of decay in the system. Corruption, bribery is a lot of decay. It's rotting the system of the country. It's killing the minds of the younger ones. Because while I'm talking about university, I'm also talking about the secondary schools. Just finish school and stay there years without collecting your WAEC results. Go back to that school to collect your WAEC results. You will just see the amount of money that they will be calling just to take that document. But most times, because we need it, because it is urgent, you don't have any option, any other choice than to just follow their lead, do their bidding. So it's a lot, honestly, it's a lot. This issue of begging for money at the airports, at the schools, it's something that we should talk about. It's something that concerns every one of us. We might not be able to stop it, but at least we will talk about it. You go to the airport, your flight is delayed, this and this, your visa is delayed because you just did not give them money. You did not settle them that day. So why exactly is this happening? And we all know it needs to stop. We know it has to stop. Because you can't be getting preferential treatment. Because you have money, you gave money. And then those that do not have money are at the background waiting for their turn. Waiting. And maybe they will not be responded to because they did not bribe their way. So this is, how do we normalize this? How did we get to the point of normalizing bribery so much that it now looks like appreciation? You are thanking them for the job that they are yet to do. You thank them before the job. Just collect, then you can start the job. How did we get to this point? How did we start normalizing this? So let's open the phone lines. What do you think? Is this behavior a result of poor salaries? Does it have to do with poor salaries? Or is it just a bad system? Or simply greed? Because you might see someone that's so pure and enters the same organization and then within the years or within some months catch up with what they are already doing and start doing the same thing. Start begging for money without any shame. So have you ever had to settle someone before your work was done? Call us now and share your experience. Let us know exactly. So 00706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome. Your name and your location.
This is Happy Man Electrical calling from a in Enugu.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah. You know, there's a saying in our Igbo language that says, when I rob it has become a custom and tradition of our people.
Okay.
And there is no any sector in this Nigeria that you go that you don't find a thing like that. I have my experiences in the airport when I was in Owerri.
Okay.
There is this gate fee that you always pay when you spend at up to 1 hour in airport.
You pay gate fee?
You know, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sometimes you not spend up to 1 hour in the airport that will warrant you to pay that fee.
Mm.
When you come in, they will mandate you to pay it.
Mm.
Or they will tell you, for passing here, at least you try something for the boys. If you, they will begin to look for a way to delay you to see that you spend that 1 hour so that you can be able to pay that money.
Mm.
And it has come down to the local place where, like the fuel station, they tell girls that if you go there to buy fuel, after buying fuel without giving them anything, they'll be looking at you as a very stingy person.
Ah, that's the thing.
And all these things is as a result of the management.
Mm.
From the federal government down to the local government to the private sector.
Oh, yes.
All these things lie in the hands of the management.
Mm.
If the management cautions their workers or their employers, then caution them in this duty, in this that they act. It will not be continual each time someone comes to their office for them to do one or two things for them.
Yes.
So if for the government to instruct or give order that the things like that anybody caught in that act to be penalized or taken to pay some charges in that act.
Okay.
But we are in a system whereby lawlessness has taken over. Nobody cares of what anybody does in his office. And it's mostly in this our school aspect that I want to talk about, and that is where everybody should be looking into.
Okay. Okay,
You
please.
see some of those people that graduate from school, when they come to do some of their clearance, the kind of money they will pay to get that their document, it will be very high for them. Even at the end of the day, you realize that the money paid for them to access it is even more than what they paid through their school.
And most time you are left with no other option because you need it.
Yes, and then because there's nobody you can complain to. There's nobody. So it's not left for the school authority to look into it. Because I could remember when I worked with Wyatt, Jam in Owe.
Okay.
The same thing that happened. Before you pass through the gate, you have to settle the civil defense man. You enter the gate, you have to settle the first person. All this to the gate where the last person that will stamp it for you. And they will be telling you that you will not come with cash. All these things are done through transfer. So
this is very bad. Yes.
If you are talking about other things, this one is very, very important.
Yes.
This two aspect of it really affecting our students, those who are graduating newly.
Yes, it
so
is.
This is my simple take this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. He touched almost every area, the airports, the schools aspect. Yes. Honestly, this is almost everyone passed this school issue, where you have to go to different offices for them to clear, just to sign. They will have to stress you until you bring out something. You have to give them money before they can give you access, before they can sign on your clearance form. If not, just forget it for that day. Most of you see students out there begging these officials, begging this staff, please sign on this. We have all our dues complete. We have our school fees complete. All we just need is for you to sign. But you are still demanding. It's no longer you are not begging, you are demanding. This is bribery. You're asking people to pay you, students to pay you to do your work. Honestly, this is a lot going on in the country. In every sector, is eating up every sector in the country. So yes, join us on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Let's know what you think about the whole thing. Have you had the experience? What do you think is the cause of this issue going on? Is it the low salary? Does it have anything to do with salary, or is it just greed? Is it just greed from the workers? And when we are talking about this, let's also look within ourselves, because we can't be part of the problem. If you are working in these organizations and you are doing something like this, you are part of the problem we are talking about this morning. So I remember when I was in school, they look, the way some of those people look at students, like students have money. So where is the moral? Where is it? You think that students have money to pay you. to do your job, and you don't think for a moment, how do they get this money? Now you now label every student in your school to be able to afford what your demand, to be able to afford what you want from them. So it's affecting us, honestly. We that have to bring the money, it is affecting us. Because everyone is now normalizing it. Most times it feels like we go there when we try to not to do as others are doing. Just like the caller said, you'll be tagged stingy. They will say that you are stingy, you don't want to bring out anything, that you have the money, you just don't want to give. But it's not our duty to give you. We are not the ones to pay you. You were employed. You had an agreement on the salary that will be paid to you. So why are you asking more from us? We didn't employ you. And most times we forget that in a place of work, we are there to serve. For those in school, for the staff in school, they are there to serve the students. And the students are the reason they are there. The students are the reason they are working in those places. Because if you remove all the students, who will you be working for? You will lose your job. So most times the way they treat students in the schools is uncalled for. So this is the management needs to look into it. They need to set a law. They need to set a policy to ensure that these things do not thrive in their schools, in their organizations. They need to set a policy that bribery should not take place in this organization where we are working. Because until you are strict with things like this, it will continue. It will not stop. And we know that something like this will be hard to stop, but at least let it start somewhere. We need to start somewhere. First, by talking about it. So join us, join the conversation. Join us on YouTube, on High Voltage News. Leave a comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about this issue that is going on in the country. Remember, this is High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM, your weekday news analysis show, where we talk about issues affecting us as citizens of Nigeria, ranging from health, security, policy, and every other thing, topical stories making rounds in the country. So we are talking about the issue of begging from government officials or from staff in public offices, in schools, in airports, in local governments. The issue of begging or the issue of bribery, let's just call it what it is. Because when they beg and you don't give them, they start frowning their faces. They delay your appointment. They delay the process just because you didn't give them any money. So it is bribe. We'll call it the name. We'll not say it's begging. It is bribery. People laughing and demanding bribe from you. On the streets, looks like everywhere you turn your head to. So when we talk about why this culture continues to thrive in the country, we've asked, is it lack of accountability or just low wage? Maybe people are complaining that they are not receiving enough, or maybe the economy is too bad. They are not receiving up to the minimum wage, or maybe they are even receiving the minimum wage, but it's nothing. It is not going to do anything for them. Then, so as a result, they just resolve to this bribery issue. They resolve to begging travelers. They resolve to begging the students. They resolve to begging anyone that comes into their office. It's now a means of another means of earning, a way to survive. So people are hustling. They say, let's also have food today. Let's also have breakfast today. Let's just find something. So it's really a lot that they are doing, honestly. And the thing is, the problem is when one person is punished about for something like this, others will have to learn. But most time, nobody, not one person is being punished for issues like this. Because either the management, they are not aware of it, or they are aware of it and just doesn't want to do anything about it. Maybe the management is even in support of things like this. Because if you're not in support of this, it will not be thriving in your organization. Because there's no how. You must not have heard about it. You must not have heard that this or that has been happening in your company. So if the government, if the management keeps quiet about it, then they are in support of what is going on. So you go out there without money, it looks like you are doomed for that day. So you need to have extra for people that will ask you for bribe. I will still forget that bribery is an offense, because nobody is being punished for it. Everyone gets away with it. Everyone gets away with it. They just do what they want and they get away with it. So we really want to understand, is this the right thing to be doing? Is it the right thing to do at all? So 0706048585 or 0915-570-8347. The phone lines are open and we'll take a short break. When we come back, yes, when we come back, we will take your calls again.
Welcome to the show and to presenter that won't stop giving it their all.
Hi, my name is Ochio, your pilot one, and I'm passing the mic to the one that has current affairs in her palms.
Hello everyone, my name is Odili and I'm passing the mic to the judge and peacemaker in Volt FM Sports.
I am Godly and I'm passing the mic to the people culture expert in those cultural gist.
Today we'll go your man Egemonte. I'm from Bantishinazo. Actually, you mic to Tonya, who know only us in the companies, but generally do it.
What's up, my people? I go by the name Lotto with the Magic Boys, aka King of Madrid United, and I'm passing the mic to one person who will be for the team like Coca-Cola.
Hi Volt family, my name is John and I'm passing the mic to the driver. We know the collective fare, you know now.
Hi, neighbor, it's Jason here, and I'm passing the mic to the one that has the magic to heal your broken heart.
My name is Malaika and I am passing the mic to you. Yes, you, for being part of.
Full 104.3 FM.
Yes, you're welcome back to High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM, where we review and analyze the news and talk about issues affecting us as citizens of Nigeria. Yes, this morning we are talking about the issue of bribery in the country. If you're just joining us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel on High Voltage News. Like, comment, and share the video for others to be part of the conversation. So yes, we are currently talking about the bribery issue in the country. Why is it spreading to every sector? Why is it spreading in the academic sector, the security forces, the aviation sector? Why is it spreading? What exactly is going wrong in the country? Why do I need to settle someone before they do the job that they are supposed to do? So yes, the phone lines are open on 0706048585. Let's know what you think about this. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, you're welcome. Please, your name and your location.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, I can hear you. Your name and your location, please. All right, please go ahead.
Actually, what we are talking about is a serious event in our society today.
Okay.
That
Mm.
you make you not even in a location ground, you see even a cameraman asking you to give him money. And so I just know of a document that's supposed to be from the school I left about years ago now, and the money they are charging me to give me that document. It's more than the school fees I pay. Why is so? So it's actually appalling.
Yes.
To get something that is supposed just to get for free. Someone will tell you pay for my lunch and all those things. And I do find out that in Nigeria we are becoming corporate beggars.
That's the problem.
Just from becoming it, and we have corporate beggars and we are legalizing and normalizing it. My own side, I'm just thinking that the country we have a wrong value system. You know, the value system is wrong. Someone cannot say that what I've been paid is not enough for me, not commensurate to what I'm spending or something like that. Rather, you'll be thinking of getting to augment it from other ways. So I think the country we needed to look into it. If the government can look into it, it will be so much okay.
Okay.
How will the government look into it? Why in their own office?
That's the thing. It's also happening there. It's also happening there. Yes.
Is there, so it's more there. So thank you for this awareness. I think if it keeps going this way, even on my social media handle, I will just repeat this today.
Okay.
And if we keep this awareness,
Yes.
I don't think much the campaign will go viral and people will know, come to think about it. Now we're producing much corporate beggars.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. All right, so we see, like you said, corporate beggars. There's a lot of them in the country. They're wearing suits. They're supposed to be doing their job, yes, but then something has to be attached to doing their job, and they put up a smile asking you for money that you did not plan to spend that day. So we see it in schools, yes. Like the last caller also talked about school. You go back to school to collect a document, a certificate, and they're asking you for a lot of money that will not be accounted for. They're not going to write it down in any receipts. So it's really sad that it's happening right before the eyes of the management. They know it is happening. But what exactly are they doing to ensure that they stop it? So when you get angry and leave the place, you just said get angry and leave. Your document is still waiting for you to come back. And maybe when you come back the next day, they triple the fee. So it's really sad. We'll be taking our last call this morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good
My
m-
name is Chibuka. I'm calling for this.
All right, please go ahead.
My own observation, first of all, I want to blame the government for not being able to pay a good substandard money for employees.
Okay.
How can you employ somebody in an organization where the person has to work from 9 to 5?
Okay.
And the person goes home with what cannot be able to feed himself and family.
Okay.
So you are pushing that person to enter into the corruption or look for other ways to make money, whether corruption, whether anything.
Okay.
That's one of my points. Secondly, I want to make another point.
Yes.
We have a bad mindset in Nigeria.
Okay.
The bad mindset is the way of everybody wants to own a car. Everybody wants to own a house.
Okay.
Everybody wants to do some things that they feel is a way to express that they have made it in life. You understand? How can you be able to how can you be able to, you want to have what somebody that has worked for 100 years, you that have been working for 1 year, you want to acquire wealth that somebody that has been working for 10 years, you want to acquire it in 1 year. That's so bad. Because I saw my friend that works today. This issue of tonight, it's less to her. And was admitting her feelings was the lady. So
Okay.
David was not telling her that she got her fault.
Okay.
And
Because
her
of
baby, that nothing she
because we're almost over, can you round it up? Yes,
yeah.
yes.
She was saying that they were asked to pay 30,000 to
Mm.
build a lot in school. How can you ask students to pay for such amount of money? Anytime
Yes.
you pay 30,000
Um,
to build a lot in a school. And
that's
left for government to build a lot for
mm,
people. Yeah, asking students to pay such money.
it's
So
very
these
sad.
students, they will venture into political world. They will look for a way to survive. That's why you come into society. There's a lot of students doing politics. They are
Okay.
pushing them to the wall.
All right.
So their parents cannot be able to pay such amount of money for them. So when they look, they have to look for a way to survive.
All
Why
right.
were they doing so many illicit things to get money?
Okay, all right. We'll see if we can. Thank you so much. We'll see if we can continue this tomorrow. Because of our time, we are so sorry we will not be able to take another call today. All right, so as we round up, we've talked about this begging and we are asking the government to do something. We're asking the management in those organizations to do something about it. So thank you for being part of the program this morning. This is High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. Join us again tomorrow. Join us again by tomorrow by 9 a.m. Same station, same venue. So for more of your voices, more headlines, more of the stories, so we can hear and discuss those issues affecting us. Once again, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. My name is Odili.
Welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Sports.
Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a goal! Entertainment. News and politics. Gospel.
And let them have
The kingdom of God is within people.
Awesome programs exclusively on
Volt 104.3 FM. Enugu State Internal Revenue Service wishes to encourage landlords and house owners to pay up their land use charge and tax on rental income for owners of rented apartments. Companies are also advised to pay up the amount stipulated on their consolidated demand notices. They have until 31st of October to make the payments as enforcement will commence 1st of November 2025 statewide to recover every debt owed to the state. Kindly make your payments using the commercial bank of your choice or online at www.irs.en.gov.ng. Avoid penalties for non-compliance. For more inquiries, call 080-7562-5555 or email us via esirs@enugustate.gov.ng. Announcer Emmanuel Ekene Namano, Executive Chairman, Enugu State Internal Revenue Service.
It's about to get
Welcome to the show and to presenter that won't stop giving it their all.
Hi, my name is Ogio, your pilot one, and I'm passing the mic to the one that has current affairs in her palms.
Hello everyone, my name is Odili and I'm passing the mic to the judge and peacemaker in Volt FM Sports.
I am Godly and I'm passing the mic to the Igbo culture expert giving us cultural gist.
Today we're going to na-ege m ntị. Afọ mba ntichi n'azụ, achọrọ m inye maịkị tụ onye ahụ nnọọ ọnụ ya si narị nkapụ n'isi ma jọnarị ijere na njọ.
What's up, my people? I go by the name Noto with the magic voice, aka King of Badre United, and I'm passing the mic to one person when they give anything like for Castor.
Hi, Volt family. My name is John, and I'm passing the mic to the driver. We know they collect fare. You know now.
Hi, neighbor, it's Jason here, and I'm passing the mic to the one that has the magic to heal your broken heart.
My name is Malaika, and I am passing the mic to you. Yes, you. For being part of
Volt 104.